What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I do want to voice my opinion and react to Royalty last video that she put out on her YouTube platform yesterday. The reason why I do want to react to it because a lot of things that I want to talk about in that video. The first thing that I do want to talk about, if you notice that the kids are very affectionate towards their mother. You know, they very energetic. You know, Daya gave her mom a hug. Daya followed her mom around the house. Little CJ is more verbal. Like, a lot of people say that the kids are sad around their mother. No, they look like they happy to be around their mom, and they understand that this is mom's house. And you heard little CJ said something about daddy house, so they know the difference between homes. And I do want to point out Royalty parenting skills. Remember when little CJ tried to get the watermelon out the refrigerator? For the people who do not watch Royalty blog, this is what I'm talking about.
Fruit. I want some fruit. Mommy, I want some fruit. I want some fruit.
I want that.
Put it back.
Okay, Mom.
Got some fruit here. I'll probably just munch on this real quick. Can you close the refrigerator?
Now, you notice in that video, she told little CJ to put it back. That shows you right there that she don't allow her kids to do whatever they want to do. She teaching them how to listen. You know, she gave him an order to put it back. He put it back. She did not have to yell. She did not have to spank him. She didn't have to do all that. He put it back and he went on to the table and continued eating the other fruits with their mom. And if you notice in this clip, when Daya was screaming in the background while Royalty was talking, Royalty did not yell at Daya. She did not send Daya into the room. She gave Daya a look. You know, Daya shut up for a little while, but she continued to, you know, call her mom name. And that's what I want to point out and talk about with parenting. When you want to teach your kids how to behave, you want to teach your kids to listen, you want to teach your kids, say, hey, you got to ask before you get something. It's ways of teaching and molding your kids into correcting their mischievous behavior. You don't always have to put your hand on your kids to discipline your kid. And that's all I was trying to say in my video when I was talking about Lexi grabbing on the kids, putting the kids in timeout, or sending a Daya in the room because she did this. And that's why I disagreed to Lexi behavior, because Lexi be over there at CJ house acting like Miss Trunchbull, like from Matilda. Like, she want to grab on the kids, fit the kids in a goddamn dark space. I promise that's how Miss Trunchbull was. Like, I don't understand people's way of living, and I don't understand how people was brought up. Everybody got their own different walk of life. Some people believe in physical discipline. You know, some people don't discipline their kids because they got too much physical discipline as a child, and they realize, hey, I got my ass whooped as a child constantly, and it did not help me. Oh, I know somebody who got their ass whooped constantly, and they still became bad kids. Like I said, it's different forms of punishment, it's different forms of discipline. You don't always got to put your hand on a kid because you want a kid to behave the way you want them to behave. And that's why I like the way how Royalty parenting her twins. First of all, they're only 3 years old. You got to mold them into the kids that you want them to be. You're the first teacher, you're the first leader in your kid's life. Now, if a parent got bad behavior, you can't expect a child to have good behavior when they're around a parent who, you know, display bad behavior, negative energy. Kids going to pick up on that. If you get what I'm saying. So you got to be the first person in your kid's life to be their role model. That's why they say parents are their kids' role model. You lead, they follow. Now, you're going to have negative people who look at life in a more negative manner, and they're going to feel like, oh, Royalty was being mean to the twins. Did you see how she told little CJ to put the watermelon back? Oh, did you see how she looked at Daya like Daya was aggravating her? No. My mom gave me 3 levels of stares. The first level was like a warning. Like, hey, you doing too much, you better chill out. You know, the second stare was like, hey, I already gave your ass a warning. Then that third stare was the death stare. Like, hey, you about to get your ass whooped. Like, be for real. We don't live in a perfect world. I mean, some of y'all delusional think everything in your life is so perfect. No. I mean, ain't no perfect relationship. Ain't no perfect marriage. Ain't no perfect kid. Nobody's not perfect. So when you make mistakes, you fix it. And if you feel like the mistake's already done and you feel like you can't fix it, let it go. You know, ain't nothing perfect. It's nothing in this world is perfect. So you can't expect Royalty to be this perfect person and this perfect parent to her kids. She's going to fall short and she's going to make mistakes. And when she realizes the mistakes that she made, she's going to correct them. At the end of the day, we all human.